Alright, how we doing? Good morning. It's 10 a.m. right now. It's actually midday 12. But I'm gonna show you guys how to today I'm gonna show you how to get started with perpetual trading. I'm gonna try to see if I can cover everything today or in this video because I don't want to miss out everything, since like I said, next month is gonna be probably our best month. October, November are usually the peak of every cycle of every bull run, crypto bull run, because bull run it's a whole nother video. But I'll just give you guys like a little insight in why. So this historically, M2 is the world money supply, and we always print more money. We're always printing more money, and Bitcoin throughout history literally follows the M2 money supply. Like, see how closely related it is. And this is a 10 weeks lead, so this is probably going to make Bitcoin go sideways. Here we also see, I like to watch this, that throughout the whole year since 2013, October and November are usually the best months to literally just print money. They're like the best months. Yeah, so October, November, we can expect the same thing. August is usually the worst month historically. So this past August, we're in September right now, we're actually kind of up, but this past August was actually bad for Bitcoin. And whenever Bitcoin goes up, altcoins follow. Whenever Bitcoin goes down, altcoins also follow. So I do like to trade Bitcoin sometimes, but you're gonna see the most gains in altcoins. And what else? There's a liquidation chart. I'll do one thing at a time. I'm getting too carried away. So how do you get started? How do you get started with perpetual trading, and what is perpetual trading? So this is the platform that I just started using. Oh, alright, bet. But this is the platform that I just started using, and I'm testing it out. So far, I do like it, but this is how you find it. You go to Google and you type this in, kcex.com. Click on it, and it'll take you here. I'm already signed in, but you'll have to sign up. You'll have to do the identification, KYC, whatever. It takes like 5-10 minutes. After you're done, you're ready to start trading. So right here, you're able to deposit. This is where you'll be able to see all the crypto coins going on. This is if you want to buy spot, if you want to buy whole shares. Futures, this is where we do our trading. This is where we do perpetual trading with leverage. And I don't even know what this is, bro. Like, forget about that. But here, let's go to deposit. How do you deposit money? I just deposited this just now. I should have done it earlier, but deposit. Select crypto. It's easy. You just, hopefully this is a piece of cake for you to understand. I really am trying to understand this the easiest way I'm able to, but you click to USDT network. I usually go with Ethereum because most of the time when you're sending money, you can buy USDT with Apple Pay, a card, whatever you have, and Coinbase. So I use Ethereum. There's a ton of networks. And then right here is your address, and it's gonna take like maybe 10 minutes. It took 10 minutes to arrive. So you go to Coinbase. I'm already signed in. Signing in is just as easy as well. You go to Coinbase and you go to crypto balance. Right here, you can buy USDT. Here, you can buy USDT here, Tether. You can buy that with Apple Pay. Your card, whatever. And yeah, after you buy that, you want to send the crypto into, all right, after you are here, you go back to kcex.com and you get your Ethereum address right here. Your ERC Ethereum address. You copy this, copy right here, and then you go back here and you paste it. So you just paste that. Click this, and I don't have any USDT. Great. So I don't have USDT. So let's pretend this is USDT. And then Ethereum right here. You click that, and then you send, like, obviously I don't have anything right now, but you click whatever you want to send, whatever you have here, like $100, 500, a couple of grand. You send it here, and you go to preview, and it'll say like confirm and all that stuff, and you have to make sure that you are going to Ethereum network, and this has to say Ethereum address. But if it, for some reason, Avalanche is a popular one as well, so and Polygon. So if it's some reason, or ARB, like for some reason it's telling you to send it through ARB or whatever, and then you go here, you click here, and you go here, click ARB again, AVAX, Avalanche. You click Avalanche if it tells you to send it through Avalanche right here. But most of the time, I'm pretty sure it should say Ethereum as a default, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Ethereum, make sure both of those match. You copy this, you paste it, and then you click Ethereum, and then you send it. After that, you will get 10 minutes. It'll take 10 minutes for it to deposit. You can close out of this after you send it. Then you go here, you get the money, and you're ready to start trading. You go to market. You have that, and you have the amount, whatever amount you want to deposit. You go to market. What I also like about kcex is that blofin, you do need a VPN to use blofin. So for my blofin account, I am using that as long-term positions, basically, with less leverage. So my liquidation price is less. I'll explain what that means. But here, you go to market. If you want to trade something, you can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, everything that's on the crypto market. You can trade anything you want. And I was looking at this earlier. So let's say I want to trade this. I was looking into this coin because it's like, dude, it's terrible. 125% in a day. It's like, that's insane. And I was just messing around with this until I got liquidated. So I was looking into this, and yeah, this is a terrible coin, but why not? Let's pull for it. Actually, I can't even do that. All right, so right here, you go to, what did I say? Oh yeah, once you finish sending all that money here, you go to wallets, and right here, what you want to do, it'll show you like you deposited successfully, all of this stuff. And after you do that, you go to wallets, and you go to futures, or actually I think you can do it here. So you go to transfer from spot account to futures account, because we're going to be trading futures. Futures is right here. We're going to be trading futures. So we go to spot. This is where you receive it. You go to spot, and from spot to futures, you send all of it, transfer, and now it's not going to be in your spot anymore. It's going to be in your futures account. So you go to futures, and it should say here how much is available. So right here, it's $100. It's available. And after that, you want to full port, do something stupid, confirm, and what is that? 50x here. I'll explain what that means, but basically what you want to do is you don't want to do what I just did, because I don't even know why I did that, but there you go. Make $20 profit. Oh wait, no, $70 profit. Look, you just saw that live right there about here. Bam. $70 profit in less than 5 minutes. Less than a minute, dude. So easy, literally easy bread. But what's it called? So right here, I'll explain everything. So right here, what is cross, and what does this even mean? Like this looks too funny. Market, limit, trigger, quantity, availability, buy, max, short, all of that. Do you even know? Like you can't even tell what that even means. But let's start from here. Cross and 50x. What does this even mean, right? So isolated. If you press isolated, you will only be able to use the amount you pick. Like if you, this thing right here is completely different from this, and I get, and a lot of people mix that up. This is completely different from this. So right here, what the percentage is, so you put 50%, and how much is in your whatever is in here? 176 divided by 2. 50% of 176 is, should tell you right here, $85, right? So you're gonna be risking $85, and let's start from 10x, right? So $85 or 83. It changes because of leverage, the price changes, and this the fee. So it's 0.01, which is crazy, which is actually really good. But so right here, you go to, so if you pick 25%, it's gonna be 25% of 176, which is $40. 75% is 123. 100% is using all this money. So after fees, after fees, 176, you'll be able to use 170 bucks. So it's gonna be like $6 in fees, which is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This is if you're longing, right? And this is if you're shorting. And liquidation price for long, if it reaches 2.69, which would be right here, if it reaches this, if this goes down here and you're longing for a long position, reaches 2.69, you lose everything. Like you lose the whole 176. Obviously, that is why you put stop losses and take profits. And for shorts, if it goes to 174, no, if it goes to $3.21, so if it goes right here and you want to short it, it goes to 321, you get liquidated. This is gone. So this is what liquidation prices mean. This is for the short side, this is for the long side. All right, and this is what gets tricky then. Isolated. You wanna high up the leverage. So your liquidation price actually becomes closer to this. So now it's 2.87 instead of 2. I don't even know what it was. It was 2.79, right? No, it was like 2.6. Here, let's go back. For 10x leverage, look at the liquidation price. It's at 2.7 right here. And if you want, the higher you go up, it went from 2.7 to 2.89 all the way right here. So it's more risk. 2.89. It goes down here and you're longing, you're gonna get liquidated. Obviously, if you use 50x again, you're gonna get liquidated even closer. So 2.92. So if it goes right here, yeah, you're cooked. Like you're gonna get liquidated, which is like, especially right here, you don't want to do that. It's stupid. And this for isolated. And same thing with shorts. It's gonna be closer the higher the leverage. That's why you always wanna. This is why for my blofin account, I don't really go over 20x, but I usually stick with 10. And for long-term plays, because it gives me wiggle room. So 2.66, it goes right here. This is a random coin. I'm not telling you MYX is a terrible coin. Don't invest in this. It's so trash. It just came out like two hours ago. But I'm just looking at it because it's stupid. Like it's just literally been going up, and I don't even know what I've been doing, honestly. But do not, this doesn't even have any utility. Like it doesn't even have a purpose. It's just there. But anyways, we we covered isolated. What does that mean? We covered what isolated means. All right. So now, what is cross margin? What is the difference between isolated and cross margin? Like, what is isolated? Like I said, for isolated, let's go back. You use the amount, whatever you pick from here, from whatever is in your balance right here, right? So you pick the amount right here, and it's gonna tell you on the bottom. It's gonna tell you right here how much it would cost. 50%, you see, 25%, and then all that for isolated, right? But for cross margin, you can use 50%, which would be $83 again. But you see how it changed to 2.35, which is like all the way down here. 2.35 is like, it's right here. Gives you so much space instead of going to isolated. And you see this? Wait, hold up. Look, it changes from 2.66 all the way to 2.36, which is literally a big gap right there. But that is why cross. So what cross does is use 50% of it to enter the trade, right? So $86. But the other 50%, the other $86 that is the rest here, is gonna be used as a backup. It's gonna be used as to back up the position that you're currently in. Like confirm. So, but I just like, let's say like I opened a long right here, just cause why not? But I opened a long here, and it told me like you can see right here, when you open a long, it tells you your live P&L. This right here is a fee. So for using, I used, how much did I use? This was my margin. I used 87, which was 50%. So you see this right here, this is backing up this trade, and my liquidation price is 235. And again, if it reaches here, you lose everything. You lose this and you lose this. And this is mark price, means the current price right now. The average entry, it's the price that you entered. Break even after the fees, you would have to get right. You would have to be right here if you want to break even. And liquidity price, and I think that's pretty much it. This is your realized P&L. So this is the fee, and this is the unrealized. This is the current position right now. And I did long cross 10x leverage. But again, you can go to 50, depending, like obviously, like I said, the higher you go up, the more riskier it becomes. Like you go to, I should probably close this to demonstrate again. But look, you go to 50, and you go to 50, like 50x cross, 50x leverage, right? And it went all the way from here, around this area. I don't even know, honestly, like 230 something, right? It's all the way to 2.80 here, because I upped the leverage. So this is why you want to be careful with leverage. Leverage can be something insanely useful, but at the same time, it's something dangerous. And what does leverage even mean? Like what is I'm saying leverage, and what does that even mean? Like leverage is 10 times the amount that you're using. So you're borrowing basically from here, from this platform. So you're borrowing their money. It's like a broker. And let's open a long right now. Actually, all right, we're opening a long. But oh, I didn't even know I did 10x. But anyways, what's it called? So what is 10? Like right here, I used, you see this? What is my margin? $86, right? What is 86 times 10? 860. $866, like that. This times 10, this is the money that you're currently playing with right now because you're borrowing. But at the same time, if it goes up one for every 1% that it goes up in, like right here, because you're using this, it's gonna go up 10%. So if it reaches 10% right here, 10 times 10 is gonna be 100%. You're gonna make 100% of it back. And yeah, right here, and that's what leverage literally means. Like you go to 30, 20. Let's do like 30 for example, so you guys can kind of know what's going on. So 30, if it goes 1% up, but because you're using 30, it's gonna go 30% for you. If it goes 3% up, it's gonna go 90, because 30 times 3% is 90. So it's gonna go up 90%. But if it goes up 10% raw, then this times 10 is gonna be 300% of your position. So 300% times it. The margin changed because I changed the leverage, but it's. I feel like if you just get into it, then you realize like, oh, okay, this makes sense over time. It does take time to get used to it. It takes time to practice it. But there, I closed that position, and I really like it. But like here, I made 80% while showing you guys how to set this up. I made 80% of the. I just made 80%, but again, this is a terrible coin. This is basically gambling. This coin right here doesn't serve any purpose, so this is a gambling coin. But yeah, I think I did cover everything. And close, you don't. It literally is the opposite of open. But because I opened that and you guys see me close it here, I just put close. You don't really have to worry about this tab unless you want to like. I don't even know you want to waste your time there, but that's why closing insanely fast is gonna help you too. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be a good month for every coin. Like I said, it follows this guy right here. It follows this dude. So rate cuts, right? This is a whole nother topic, but I don't want to confuse you guys with another one. So I'll probably make another video on how rate cuts are gonna affect cryptocurrencies and all that. But that's a whole deep dive. That's like a whole study right there. But this is how you get started. Basically, you just do that. And let's say I put a XRP long. I do trade XRP, but let's say I post an XRP long, and I'm like, oh, like XRP short, 8 at 2.89. All right, so we go right here. This is my server, and I do post the signals here. 2.86. I'm still in this position. Like I'm still holding this long term. Like exiting as soon as it hits 3, I'm exiting because dude, it's been too long. But so far, this right here is gonna be my 10 out of 10 play. That's why I don't trade every single day. But now using this platform, I'm gonna start trading every day. And then the blofin, I'm gonna trade like long term. But yeah, I'm still in this one right here, so I'm still in this position right here. But I post the signals. Let's say this, right? 2.86. Let's pretend I did this just now. 2.86 XRP long. When I say this, I don't say how much leverage I use. I don't say all that stuff because this depends on you. This depends on how much you want to risk. But 2.86 would be like right here. Let's say I said it right here, right? 2.86. XRP long 2.86. And then like I said, I personally use 10x leverage, and the reason why I use isolated is because if I want to do 10x leverage for XRP, then and it keeps going down like 2.86 and it drops to 2.83, I'm able to buy here even more and lower my lower my liquidation price. So let's say I said that 2.86 and then it goes up, and it's really important to take profits here. And this is why leverage can be your friend, because if it goes up, like right here, I can't even, let me just pull it up on here. So right here, like right here, let me put over here. So from here, 2.87 all the way to where it's at right now, it's only almost a 1% gain. Literally raw, it's only 1%. But you use leverage for it. 10 times 1 is 10, so you're actually going to be getting 10% of your position. If you use 30, it's going to be 30%, 45, all that, like I said. But yeah, I guess this is how you trade it. Like when I say an XRP call or signal, you go here, type in XRP, and make sure USDT, not USDC. USDT. Literally make sure. All right. But you go to X. Oh, I typed it wrong. But you go right here, bruh. Click on that, and then bang. Like, don't use 75%. But if you're using cross, like depending on your account, I would probably go max like 20. Obviously, if you have a lower balance like this, I would go a little higher. But if you have like a couple, if you have more money, then you would use less, obviously less. And yeah, that's pretty much how you get started. Mess around with this, like mess around with isolated cross, mess around with leverage, literally mess around with this, get used to it, because next month we're gonna do a ton of trades. And yeah, I don't know what else I should be covering up. I think that's pretty much it.